Pisces soul family, what it do? Is your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Pisces gang. What is up, you guys? I hope you are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Please give us exactly what we need to know. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, it's action packed. It's only one card, but so much information came out within the meditation. Please keep in mind that these messages are general, guys. Can't be for every Pisces, of course, right? So take what resonates and leave the rest. Cross watchers, place yourself where you belong in the story. Take a moment, click the like button. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and do that. All right. And also click the subscribe button. I do upload for you guys quite often, so you may want to click the notification bell as well. All right, now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, you guys, the Palo Santo, I'm going to tell you, it took no time at all to light right up. I mean, a flame ignited so wild that I thought I was not going to be able to continue, right? I thought I was going to burn one of these plastic fucking fingernails off. I did not know, okay? I had to brace myself. It came so heavily. That is definitely pertaining to a resentment and anger. I can't quite tell if it's on either side, right? So like I always say, place yourself where you belong in the stories. If it sounds like I'm talking about your person, then that's who the fuck I'm talking about, right? If it sounds like I'm talking about you, then it's you, right? Okay. There is a deep-rooted anger here. The anger is misguided for sure, and it's misdirected, absolutely. But it's there nonetheless, okay? So somebody is really burning up, right? They're hot, like crazy mad, all right? Here's the thing, right? This is the only card that happened to pop out as I was pre-shuffling, right? And I was guided to take it intuitively. Now, I do believe that you may have had an inkling, right, at the time of meeting this person that we're talking about, or the energies of these people, that they were not necessarily where you were in life at that time, but you had no idea that there was no potential to progress. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that these were energies or people who have no interest in evolving, no interest in growing, no interest in glowing up, no interest in changing. They do not like change. They can very much so remain extremely stagnant and be completely fine and never grow, never build towards anything. I mean, that goes without saying, just given their behavior and the connection itself. You know what I'm saying? The effort will speak for itself, and what they brought to the table would speak for itself as well. But I believe at the time of meeting this person, there was some sort of change that you made in yourself that was not supposed to happen. Now, do not beat me up, because that's just what I heard, right? Was there some sort of change that you made? I'm really curious to know what it was, because Spirit was sort of screaming that at me. For some of you, it could have been like sort of dumbing yourself down, like coming down on their level to make the puzzle piece fit, right? To make shit fit together better, or to make this person feel better about themselves or more worthy. Doesn't mean that you didn't have feelings for this individual. In fact, it's quite the contrary. You had lots of feelings for this individual, okay? But there was some changes that you made about yourself, within yourself. It could be toward your looks, the things that you wanted out of life, your goals, the way that you actually treat people may not have been the way that you treated this person, and you wish you would have did shit the way that you normally do it. You know what I'm saying? You were actually supposed to do shit the way that you normally do it, okay? I'm just saying. So this connection was very much so supposed to be temporary, you guys, okay? Everyone who comes into our life comes in for a reason, and most definitely a season, right? Everybody's not meant to stay around for a long time. So I was definitely getting the energy of someone who you were going to meet. It was inevitable that the two of you were going to cross paths, right? Because it's divine timing. But the fact that they just weren't on the level of, not where you were at the time. For some of you, they weren't on the level. Even when you met them, they weren't on your level, but most certainly not on the level of where you saw yourself, like what your goals were. You know, the trajectory that you saw in your mind, and which where you feel like you would have been in 5 years, 10 years, 15, you know what I'm saying? You got shit set and ready to go. This person wasn't supposed to be around for all of that. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, I'm just hearing this intuitively. You could have met this person at a really vulnerable time in your life. Maybe you experienced something, you know, life-changing, life-altering. It's giving not tower moment, but like world card energy. Like you were in a time of an impasse, right? Where you were evolving from your old self into a newer version of yourself. And it could have been something extremely painful that you experienced at the time that you met this person. So your vulnerability was at an all-time high, and it left you extremely vulnerable to considering this individual as something long-term rather than someone who you should have just used to get a bit of free mental space, right? A fun time, not a long time. Maybe just, you know, link up with this person in order to get your mind off of the heavy shit that you were dealing with. Maybe just keep it very surface level, just physical for some of you, right? Just to kind of, you know, take care of any maintenance that you had going on during this time period, right? So this is definitely someone who should have been used for those purposes and those purposes alone and then let go, right? But you held on to this person, and the only reason why they were able to stay around for as long as they were is because of these changes that you made, okay? Now, it goes without saying that I feel like this energy, this person is angry as fuck. They are mad. I'm not saying that they have a right to be mad, because they don't, but at the time of meeting them, clearly the two of you were not on the same level. But as I stated, because of the changes you made to make them feel worthy or better about themselves, it actually made them believe that that's who you really were. You know what I'm saying? Even though the changes that you were making were just like minor accommodations for somebody who didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You were just making accommodations, okay? A little bit of charity, you know what I'm saying? You was giving a little bit, you know, you marked it half off, goddamn. Like, you know, you put a little bit of a sale on that thing. And that is because of, you know, a lot of the characteristics that you have internally, right? Your compassion, your empathy, right? Loyalty, right? False hope even. That is what caused you to make these rearrangements for this person. It doesn't take away from the amount of anger that this person feels, because I do feel like you switched it up at some point in time. You also thought in your mind that the changes that you made for this individual were also going to be temporary. But that's where the disconnect comes in, because they had something completely different in mind. They did not expect you to expect anything from them, right? Those accommodations were supposed to be permanent, set in place. This is who you are, right? Like, as I stated before, this is not someone who likes change. They don't like to evolve. They get very comfortable in certain situations, and they often don't have to, you know, adult like the rest of us, okay? They have certain expectations that are unrealistic for the average person who is thinking as a growing, evolving adult, okay? So, let me go ahead and take one card from the Shadows Oracle deck, okay? So as I stated, if it wasn't for those accommodations that you made, please tell me down in the comments. Y'all know I'm nosy. I want to know, what exactly did you change up? For some of you, it was major changes, you know, in reference to how you would normally treat people. You accepted things from this person that you would have never accepted from anyone else. They got like a pass in certain instances, and they got, you know, they were able to get away with certain things that would not have really gone down like that if you were in any other space in your life at that time of meeting them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boy. It's almost like, I am not saying that, Spirit. They like, you better say it. It's almost like, you know, you're an AP course, right? An AVID course, right? You are advanced math, okay? Yet you made the material in your class, okay, remedial for this motherfucker, okay? You made it a remedial class. And that was never going to go over well for an extended amount of time, because you don't have the patience for this shit. You see what I'm saying? You would have always had to continue to bring yourself down another level and another level until you hit fucking rock bottom. Exactly. Okay? And all right, Spirit, so what are you trying to say here? Ooh, defensiveness. It says, hear other people's perspectives and feelings. Shift your focus to them. It's not always about you. And this is definitely a shadow that this person is struggling with, right? Because their anger, like I said, it's definitely misdirected, okay? They are very much so angry with you. And from their point of view, from their POV, you wore a mask. You know what I'm saying? You are, you betrayed them. You know, you're a false character. You're fraudulent in their mind. But that's not the case at all. You and I both know that this person definitely struggles with being able to see things from other people's point of view. That has always been a struggle for this person, but I feel like this is hitting them harder than any other lesson that they've learned in more recent times, for sure. Okay, they expected things to remain the way that you accommodated them. Those accommodations were supposed to last forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, so we have romantic feelings. Yeah. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this individual, guys, I don't know if something specific happened to bring things to a disconnect. Some of you could, in fact, still be engaging with this person. I do feel a bit of a separation coming, though. I have to be very honest with that, right? Because this is not somebody who was supposed to remain around for an extended amount of time. Their anger stems from the fact that not only did they get used to the accommodations, not only did they get used to getting away with certain things, not only did they get used to who you kind of made yourself for them, they fell in love with that. You see what I'm saying? And this is why they would have wanted it to remain that way forever. It's like, are you delusional? Like, are you dumb? Like, I don't understand what's going on. How could you ever think? Did you ever have a conversation with them, Pisces? I would like to know. And let them know, you know, for the time being, we can compromise on this thing, but eventually I will need, you know, back pay. Okay, I'm gonna need you to recoup some shit. All right. Finances and career. This is about currency and a connection. And you did mark, you marked yourself down a little bit. Okay, do not beat me up. Okay, it was a bit of a sale price. But you would have always expected to be repaid back. You know what I'm saying? You would have always expected, at least for that person to work on making it to the same level as you, right? Same level playing field, so that the two of you were growing at the same rate and it wasn't always so imbalanced. That might have been where your thought process was, right? In reference to whatever it is that you changed about yourself. It feels like a fundamental change, and it feels like a change you never made for anyone else, and you would have never done it for anyone else. You made an exception for this person, a wild exception. Okay, so whatever that was, you know, it just seems as though you would have definitely at least expected this person to acknowledge, you know, acknowledge what you're doing for them. Okay, it's a bit of a charity case, you guys, that we're dealing with here. Acknowledge that and do their due diligence to work their way up to your same level, so that the two of you are progressing at the same pace. They never quite did that, right? So that's where your thought process was. If I bring myself down a little bit with you, we'll be on the same level and then we'll continue to grow, right? But this person doesn't evolve. So even though you brought yourself down to their level, right? As a Pisces, I mean, it's all about growth. It's all about evolution. It's all about on to the next, right? Yeah. You're not a small fish in a big ass pond. You are in the fucking ocean. Okay? You rule that shit. You understand? Right. So, small thinking is not your forte, darling. And there would have been no way that this could have worked out because of that trait within you. So bringing yourself down, you still would think about your goals. You know, what's next? What's next? What's next? You never stopped growing, even though you may have dumbed down a portion of yourself to be with this person, to make shit fit. And they consistently stayed where they were when they met you. You see what I'm saying? Yikes. The fuck is this? Yeah, see, here we go. Right? So we already know that their perception, their mind, their thought process is a bit skewed, okay? You know? They lack either a whole entire brain or just the brain power to figure this shit out, right? To be able to pull this shit off. Now, Pisces, did you know that this person wasn't supposed to remain around for a long time? Because I do get the idea that your hand was forced here. You were forced. You see how that just felt? Yeah, your hand was forced. You wanted this. You did want this person, you guys, okay? There were feelings here. There was a form of love. You may have let your emotions do the decision making for you in this instance, right? You regret that. But did you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, so we have disparity. And this person is extremely angry with you, you guys, okay? They feel like you hoodwinked them, you bamboozled them, you blindsided them, you fucked them over. You know what I'm saying? They never expected that you coming down where they were meant that they had to come up more. Like, no, they never planned on growing up. They don't want to grow up, okay? They're a Toys R Us kid. They never want to grow up. Wow. Or they may have expected you to carry them. You know what I'm saying? We have main, female. Gender doesn't matter. This is someone who very much so viewed you as the main force in their life. They definitely viewed you as a high currency type of partner. However, they never felt like they would have had to do anything to prove themselves or work for you or earn you or to keep you. You know what I'm saying? Damn. It may have been a long time before you started putting expectations out on the table, right? Once you saw that you were once again leaving them at that level, it's like, okay, now motherfucker, I done made these accommodations, all right? Okay, I done pulled a few strings, talked to a few people, you know, and we got it on sale for you. Now, are you telling me that you have no income, right? Because why are you not growing? Where is, you know, where is the return on my investment? This is not a go-getter, guys. This is not somebody who, they don't move. You know what I'm saying? It gives me yin energy. Being in yin energy is a privilege because that means that you've done a lot of self-work, a lot of growth, a lot of healing. You've done the work, beloved, to be able to sit back and let shit come to you. It's almost like the energy of the Three of Wands, waiting on your ships to come in because you've done all the work necessary. Now you could chill, kick your feet up, lay back. But it's like, motherfucker, you've been at the same level since you were born, since you were a zygote, since you were an embryo. So what do you mean you're in yin energy? No, you need to be in yang. Okay, you need to be making some big shit pop. You need to be making some moves. That's yang energy, a go-getter. They don't talk about it, they are about it, but this is someone who's in, they sit back and let things come to them. They actually expect them. It's not funny. I'm not gonna laugh. I will not laugh. Do not beat me up in those comments. See ya. So I hate to tell you this, but those accommodations that you made, you did view them at the time as a good idea, as the option to go, right? In order for you to see things through or see if the potential that you felt innately was actually there, you know? Unfortunately, those changes solidified in this person's mind that good shit comes to them without doing anything. You see what I'm saying? I'm that girl. I'm that guy. Okay. I'm HBIC, HNIC. Okay. And I don't have to do anything to earn it. It just kind of comes to me. You were one of many situations where this person was kind of given blessings, right? In a sense, it's considered like a blessing. But the issue is this is not somebody who works to keep that shit around. You know what I'm saying? They never earned it in the first place. Therefore, they have no leg in the race. They don't have any stakes or anything invested into it. If you haven't invested anything into really anything in their life, I'm just saying this person was given a lot. That's definitely where that expectation comes from. The expectancy comes from, right? This is someone who always expects things to go well and for good shit to happen in their life because the timeline has done that for them up until this point. Up until this point. That's how it's always been, okay? So your actions only solidified that in their mind. It didn't make them value you because they didn't do anything to earn you. They didn't do anything to become worthy of even your attention, your company, your conversation. Okay? Let alone your time, your money, your body. Like, they didn't earn none of that shit. Okay? So there's no way that they could value it because they didn't lose anything for it and they did not sacrifice. They sacrificed nothing for it. So it had no value to them. You had no value to them because they didn't sacrifice for you, you guys, okay? It only solidified in their mind the position that they felt like they were in. You say, what position is that, Empress? Well, royalty, bitch. They think they me. They think they Empress and Emperor status. And it's so far from that. So unfortunately, your actions only reconfirmed that for this person rather than doing what you would have wanted it to do for them. You wanted them to grow. You wanted them to be able to see their own potential, but you can't really make another person see their potential or want to act on that potential, because motherfuckers can know all day what their potential is and what they have the ability to do and still decide blatantly to not do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Wow. Yeah, so depending on how much you changed and how much you accommodated and how much you sacrificed, you may have felt like you took a major L here, okay? It's quite sad, actually. So I'm sending you love and light if that is you in this instance. You will regain that back 100-fold return, period, right? So this had to happen. It's definitely a lesson if that is your portion of the story. You had to learn this, okay? People need to be categorized in your life. Everybody is not a long-term partner, a commitment, even if they are the finest thing walking, even if they the baddest bitch, they got the fattest ass, they got the most money, a nice car, good job, whatever. You know, they're charismatic, they get you, they understand you. That still don't mean that they're meant to be in your life long term. And when you start making accommodations for people to remain around in your life, then that could really fuck some shit up. Okay? That is denial, my friend. I'm not laughing at you, I promise. Do not beat me up in them comments, right? I'm not. Yeah, it's rose-colored glasses. It's seeing things, you know, glass half full rather than that shit is empty as fuck. There ain't even a drop of water in that bitch. And you still like, oh no, but the water gonna come back on in a minute, Empress. It's okay, I'm gonna refill it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna fill it halfway. I'm gonna fill that bitch to the top when the water get cut back on. You calling the water company like, what's up? What's up, motherfuckers? What's up? This cup is empty. I need that shit turned on stat. Damn. 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 So, because your actions did not help this individual grow or see the good in evolving, and because your accommodations did not make those changes, you of course would have revoked all access, right? Or you're getting ready to. Okay, somebody's getting ready to get hit in the head with a brick, knock the fuck out. They're not gonna know what's happening or what's going on. Okay, they're gonna be seeing stars. And because this person's perspective has not been changed, and quite frankly, I don't think that is going to happen for some time, actually. Okay, that's definitely a shadow for this person. They can't see things for what it is. They are definitely in denial. This is a mirrored card. You were in denial. I think you're waking up. I think you took the glasses off. You're in the light. They are very much so still wearing glasses. They're still asleep. They're not thinking rationally. They are not viewing this in the way that will be beneficial for them. Okay, it's a deep-rooted anger towards you, resentment, either disparity, because they feel like, you know, out of all of the situations in life where they were given something, you're the only one taking it back. You're the only one, you know, reneging. You see what I'm saying? You're the only one taking shit back. How you just gonna give me something and renege like that? You see? And so abruptly, and so surprisingly, you know, and so harshly for some of you. Okay? Their expectations have always come true in their life, and this is one expectation that they were not expecting, and they hate you for it. They resent you for it, you know? They tried to burn my finger the fuck off for it, okay? So yeah, they are definitely going to try to regain access, if not for any other reason, but to give you a piece of their mind, especially for those of you who gave them no prior warning, gave them no explanation, gave them no second chances, you know, yeah. Wow. That conversation will not go over well for you, ma'am, Cerberus says. Okay, have a seat, sit down. Let's talk a little bit. Okay. Look, dummy. You did not deserve Pisces, okay? You were never on the level. They accommodated you out of the kindness of their hearts. You didn't deserve their time, love, effort, money, body, nor did you deserve the accommodation. Yet you feel like you deserve all this shit. You've been given everything in your life, so you feel like you deserve everything that has come to you, even though you've just been highly blessed. And now, because of the one time when shit is not going the way you expect it, now you feel like this is your demise, right? This is a drama queen if I ain't never seen one before in my life, y'all. Okay? It's like my life is over. Oh my gosh, this must be the end of the world. That's not the case. And whatever this conversation that you were trying to have with Pisces is, I don't suggest it, okay? Hold on, guys, a card fell. They're trying to distract me. Oh, yeah. This is what's on the brain. This may even be how they expect to get a key to the back door. You know what I'm saying? You done went and boarded up with wood and bricks and cement the front door. It don't even exist. They're like, but I got a key to the back door. I know what you like. I know your body. I know you. I know how to get you. Okay? What was I saying to your person? This conversation will not go over well because Pisces might have you in your feelings. I'm just saying, okay, depending on what it is that you're trying to discuss, what it is that you're trying to say. I just don't advise whatever access you're trying to bring about. I don't think that it's going to turn out in the way that you expect. So that is just like a double whammy, okay? Since you have always gotten what you've expected out of life, it's almost like going to be a double whammy. Wow. So this is definitely their point of view of you. They feel like you're the master of disguise. How could you switch shit up? So you actually expect me to adult with you? You actually expect me to grow with you and be a grown-up and like care and, you know, do shit too, like show up and give back and reciprocate? Like you expect all of that shit from me? Who the fuck are you? Because that's not what I signed up for. And that's not what you said that this was. You know what I'm saying? Right? Even if you told this person that you would eventually need to see some changes, they never expected that follow through to come. You know what I'm saying? They never actually expected you to be waiting, you know, or to inquire about it, hold them accountable for it, right? Yeah. Wow. I mean, and that's inevitable, right? So their mind is definitely going a million miles per hour. They may be extremely enamored with the entire situation because it is a first for them, okay? It is a first. I don't know what I did. That's a lie, though, okay? Let's be very clear. They do know. They know. They know. They do know. Hold on, another card fell. Sheesh, can I get this card? Yeah, they most certainly know, you guys, okay? They do. So I see several different avenues in which they may try to regain access here once access has been revoked. We have someone trying to come in sexually, very, very sexually driven. So it looks like different scenarios. You will know which one your person will try because you know them. Okay. Then we have denial, of course, right? That's here. That's prevalent. They may all try that little denial card, you know, and not understanding or acting like they don't understand why you've changed suddenly or why now you suddenly expect them to actually show up for you. And then we also have the obsession, right? The one who now believes in spirituality. They believe in magic, okay? They want to come together with you. You're their soulmate. You're their twin flame. There's never going to be another like you. You're their better half. You're their other half. You're their twin soul, right? Etc., etc. The effort moving forward will only be towards regaining access, okay? Because this person, I do believe, is still asleep. That card that came out in that Shadows deck definitely speaks to somebody who is still not viewing things in the perspective in which Spirit would have them. Okay, this is not about you being deceptive. This is not about you being in a disguise. This is about this person not appreciating blessings that fall right into their lap and viewing those blessings more as an expectancy from the universe. Okay, I do believe that some karma is getting ready to really shake shit up in this person's life, whether they are allowed to re-engage with you or not. Okay, that's totally up to you. It's free will. They will most certainly try, and they have a couple of different avenues in which they will attempt to do that, okay? Now, if you shut down every single avenue, I do believe that they may try to be with shits, you know, trigger you in an angering type of way, because they are angry, okay? Let's not forget about that portion. Don't advise being intimate with this individual. They still do not value you. You see what I'm saying? They don't see the value in this. They don't see the value in what you did for them and how you let them slide, run amok, fuck over your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Play you. You feel like some of you feel like they played in your face. You know, they do not view what you did as an accommodation. They don't view it as a charity or something that, you know, they should be thankful for, a gift even, right? Or a blessing. No, none of that. None of that. That's what was supposed to happen. And now you're changing, okay? Because you're fake. You're a fraud. That's this person. And the universe is like, motherfucker, what? Like, how many times do we have to take your blessings away, okay, to teach you a lesson that you ain't never learning, and you still not learning that shit? It's wild, you guys. Okay, it's blowing my mind, and it's quite ludicrous. All right, listen, I'm going over to the extended. Okay, I'm gonna really dig in over there. I kind of want to take a look to see what Spirit's stance is in all of this. What do they have to say in reference to this individual, or in reference to why they would have brought this up today? All right. I also want to see what karma is approaching this individual, all right, in the near future. I feel it energetically, but I want to get some specifics. We'll spy a little bit, okay? Where does this person hope for things to go in this connection, especially with that low vibrational energy of anger? What exactly are they expecting to come out of this if they do get a hold of you? You know what I'm saying? I also want to see what their purest intentions for you moving forward are. We'll look at their next steps so that you can be prepared, and then we will look at the potential outcome of both. Whether you decide to re-engage with this person or not, we will look at both potential outcomes. And then, because it will be well deserving after all of this fuck shit, we will look at new love, okay? The new love message will be geared towards your next relationship, okay? For those of you looking in that direction, I want to see, what will your next relationship be like? What will it entail? What will the energies surrounding that be? What will the best qualities about, what will be the best qualities about this connection, okay? How can you recognize if this is your person? And then we will see how soon can you expect this union to happen. We will also look at some things that you can do to prepare so that you can have success in that. More specifically, we will look at subconscious blockages that may be prolonging the progress towards this, and blockages that may or may not affect the outcome of that relationship, okay? So that will be very important. And then we will get Spirit's focus advice for you to manifest your highest quality of life in all areas. That be spirituality and love, finances, career, etc., in the least amount of time, okay? So go ahead and click that like button. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell, all right? I'm going to link the extended down below in the description box, and I'm going to see you guys over there. All right.